Norwegian casserole in a wok. Take a whole scoop of butter, turn on the wok to high, and let the butter melt down. Then sprinkle some thyme in there. Sprinkle some basil. Give that a stir. Then add your cut up green onions. I made a huge quantity of onions because I think it gives a whole lot more flavor to the Norwegian casserole. And let that caramelize. Let it cook for a couple of minutes like that. After the onions have had a chance to caramelize, add cut up baby carrots. I made a couple of bowls full. I used the entire bag of sliced baby carrots. Stir that in. This smells really good right now. Next, see if I can do this. Take a bag of old-fashioned coleslaw. All that cabbage, and pour the entire bag into the wok. And stir that in. Pour in 2 cups of water. Stir some more. Add at least 2 tablespoons of parsley. Stir some more. Based on your taste preference, you might want to sprinkle on a bit more thyme and a bit more basil. Stir. And to give all this mixture a chance to cook down, you're going to put on the lid and cook this for about 10 minutes. You'll need to lower the heat to medium when the lid's on. Alright, take a fry pan, turn the heat on high, and spray it with cooking oil. Let that preheat for no more than a minute. Take sliced beef franks and spread that out in the fry pan and cook that up to your desired level of doneness. My husband and I like it when the hot dogs get kind of black on the sides, on the edges. So just cook it to whatever your preference level is. Alright. Once your hot dog slices have reached your desired level of doneness, turn off the heat. I've already turned the heat down to low at this point. So take it off the heat once you've reached that desired level of doneness. And in the last little minute or so of cooking the Norwegian casserole in the wok, you can either add the hot dog slices to the wok or add the hot dog slices to the plate after you've served the veggie portion on a plate. That way maybe each person eating this meal can get kind of an even number of hot dog slices so nobody gets gypped. All right, I'm taking this off the heat. The final ingredient in Norwegian casserole is rice. You can use white rice or brown rice or any kind of rice that you prefer. I'm going to use Minute Maid white rice. So I've taken 2 cups of water and placed it in my saucepan, turned the heat up to high, and I'm waiting for it to come to a boil. And then I'm going to add 2 cups of rice kernels to the water. Okay, my 2 cups of water have come to a boil. I'm pouring in the 2 cups of rice kernels, giving it a stir. Putting on the lid. And I'll turn off the heat, and I'm going to let this set for 5 minutes. Okay, the Norwegian casserole is cooked in the wok probably for about 15 minutes. I'm going to take off the lid. As you see, everything is nicely cooked down, and I'm going to give it a stir. The way you can know whether this is done enough is try one of the carrots, and if it's not fork tender, put the lid back on and cook it for another 5 or 10 minutes. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, the Norwegian casserole is finally ready. I probably ended up cooking it for about 30 minutes. Now it's time to serve and eat. Oh boy, I can hardly wait. And here it is, Norwegian casserole ready to eat. There's cabbage and carrots and green onions and basil and thyme and butter and hot dogs and rice. I learned about how to make this Norwegian casserole when I spent the summer in Norway in 1984 and stayed with a family. The mother of that family, Ava Bath, taught me how to make this recipe. This is my adaptation of her recipe. Bon appetit! Bon appetit!